Okay guys, this next story is a true story of a Danish man who was brutally scammed by a Thai woman he thought loved him. This story is full of deceit, lies, and betrayal. The gentleman in this story gives us his account of surviving and winning a grueling court case against his common law Thai girlfriend, who tried to rob him of everything he had. This story should be used as an example of what not to do when traveling in Southeast Asia. Here it goes. I'm from Denmark, and my relationship with my Thai girlfriend started in December 2018, when I decided to visit Thailand for the very first time, after sadly my wife passed away. I met my Thai girlfriend while traveling in the beach city of Hua Hin. I went there together with my Danish friend and his Thai wife. She was working in a bar there and I liked her. After a few days of seeing her every single day, I bought her out of the bar for a full week, and together we went to Kanchanaburi with my Danish friend to play golf. After that short holiday, I went back to Denmark, only to return a month and a half later since I missed spending time with her. On my second visit to Thailand, my girlfriend took me up to see her mother in Buriram, Isan province, and I stayed there with her and her family for a full 3 months. Between spring of 2019 and February 2020, when my relationship with her ended, I transferred her a total of 5.7 million Thai baht, which for context is approximately 160,000 US dollars from my bank account to hers, in the belief that we would live together, similar to the situation I saw with my Danish friend and his lovely Thai wife. The car that I purchased cost 1.7 million Thai baht, the house around 3 million baht. To keep her from going back to the bar to work, I also sent her 25,000 Thai baht every month. And then there was the debt of her mother, which she asked me to pay, and I gladly did, out of love for her, which was another 200,000 Thai baht. I wanted to help out my girlfriend as much as I could, and since her mother needed it, I was there for her. The breakup happened in the wake of a lavish housewarming party, which I had questioned the necessity of. It was all my girlfriend's idea. The party lasted a day, included a stage with live music and female dancers, and was attended by around 250 to 300 guests. It basically felt like a wedding. In the following days after the party finished, my girlfriend gave me the cold shoulder, and all of the affection and love seemed to have faded away. Then I noticed that all of the leftover building material was being moved over to my girlfriend's mother's house and used to build a wall there. When I asked who paid for that, the facade faded away and her loving mask was taken off to reveal the evil person she really was. Without hesitation, as if she planned and schemed the entire time, she told me, "Move out, because this is my house now." And she had the nerve to tell me that I couldn't take the car either since it was her car now. The bank statements left no doubt of the amount of money I had spent and sent her, but her lawyer insisted it was paid as a gift of affection. Even the court was presented with evidence of the payments of expenses, which correlated to the money I had transferred her. Once I knew of her plan to rinse me for everything, I had decided to call my friend, who only lived around 50 kilometers away, and asked if he could come to stay with me for a few days. My friend and his wife helped me with practical details and drove me to the provincial police to formally register a complaint against my Thai girlfriend. The first court case, which the lawyer of my friend and his wife raised for me, was to claim the car was my property. When my girlfriend's lawyer denied me that, my lawyer withdrew the case and started a new case claiming full separation of the home, as well as asking for 50% of the 5.7 million Thai baht I had transferred her over time, plus interest since the breakup. Winning that case could set a significant precedence for similar cases, where the judge accepts the intention of the paying foreigner was to live together as husband and wife, and therefore can reasonably claim to have been cheated into buying the shared assets and register them in the name of the Thai national, which was of course the case of my girlfriend, who only saw me as an ATM, just a means to extract money. It was a Wednesday when the provincial court in Buriram brokered a deal between me and my former Thai partner, who had denied me any return of the roughly 5 million Thai baht I had invested in a house we had built together and a car we had bought in her name. That's the key takeaway here, is that it was in her name, which usually would work in her favor. The court ruled that she should transfer the car, a Honda CR-V bought for 1.7 million baht, to me. She had initially claimed that the car was a gift of affection, and so was the house, and since it was all in her name and we weren't officially married, as she put it, I had no right to any of her assets. Thank God that was not how the judge saw it, though. According to her, the hearing on Tuesday in the court made it clear that we had entered a common law marriage and lived together as husband and wife, although not for very long. It was also stated I had transferred the funds to her bank account in steps that corresponded to the steps in payment for the car and the building phases of the house. The judge also explained that since the house was built on land that belonged to my girlfriend's mother, the only alternative to a compromise would be to tear down the house and sell the building material and the car, and split the money, since I was entitled to 50% of the shared assets of the relationship. That would give me a half of approximately 900,000 Thai baht. The judge made no room for doubt that if my girlfriend should decide not to accept the judge's suggestion, then she would rule in my favor. The judge said that leaving the car to me and leaving the house to her was a better alternative for both. It took my girlfriend a surprisingly long time for her to make up her mind if she preferred to continue to fight for her claim that it was all a gift or accept the deal offered by the judge. Eventually, she declared it with crocodile tears that if I would not come back and live with her, which she had hoped for, then it was okay that I kept the car. The court's ruling, which was brokered into a deal before it actually became a ruling, is a significant break from the popular belief among both Thai women and foreigners in Thailand that if the marriage has not been properly registered, then the Thai woman can literally walk away as the owner of all the couple's assets, registered in her name in case the relationship ended. This story is more common than you think. I mean, trying to turn a woman of the night, otherwise known as a bar girl, into a housewife is a recipe for disaster. I'm happy to hear that our Danish brother was able to get the sympathy of the Thai judge that he was roped into a scam to basically steal all of his wealth and leave him high and dry. Do not become the next sucker that falls in love with a bar girl. I hope you guys use this true story and others like it as a resource on the do's and don'ts when traveling, living, or dating in Southeast Asia. Stay tuned for the next true story on Southeast Asia Stories.